Hey, what's up guys? How's it going? Welcome back to the greatest stream on the planet. I'll be your host, of course, because that's the only person who's ever on camera on this channel. Hope everybody's doing well. First thing we're gonna do today is adjust some shoulder pads and then maybe finish off some of the shoulder pads and then maybe Maybe adjust some heads. Got a bunch of stuff on the docket. A lot of stuff. Got cat hair stuck to my chapstick. Dang cats. Always shedding. I want to move these up a little bit. That should be alright, I think. That's fine. But then we have to see if that stuff fits. I think so. Alright, that's good. Let's hide this. Yeah, that's good. These pads, actually, because they're so bulky, I know they're extra bulky, they're not going to end up getting used together. They'll be used at, like, one side at a time only. Like an asymmetrical look. So we'll have this on, let's say, where is it? So let's say we have that on, we'll just have like one shoulder pad on this side only. And it gives it a little bit of a cleaner look, I think. So like, for instance, it would be like that. Just ignore this strap right here. That's how it would look, which I think is better. That's fine. Okay, so those are all right. I do want to need to mess with these guys right here. Let's split them off for now. So these guys, okay, well, that shouldn't be too hard. What I want to do is I want to make these an extra piece that tabs on. That way, I can use them for a different set of shoulder pads also. The ones we did yesterday, if anybody was around for that. The tablet I'm using is a Huion GT220 V2. How is that? Not this, that's not. Oh. Oh, okay. There we go. Yeah. Am I making figures? Yep. Why is that happening? Oh, I know why. There we go. Now when we have this on. Alright, that's good. Alright, let's see if I can do this relatively expediently. That would be good. So if we have that there, and then we take that and go like that, and then we can pop out that just a little bit. think it might work. It just might work. It'll work. It'll work. I probably will have to do some adjustments, but it'll work. Let's get rid of this. This. And that's not creased. Yeah, maybe I want that creased. Hey, Marina, how's it going? Welcome. Hey, Iker, how's it going? Alright, so the idea is we have those. Let's turn everything else off so I can actually see what I'm doing. Let's turn that on and leave these on. So the idea being that they just tab in. Hey. Alright, I'll need to adjust that angle. Something like that. Happy New Year! Alright, so we want to see... Oh, that's actually really good. Haha. Alright. So we can just take this whole chunk and just do that. Yeah, so that'll just glue in as opposed to being all one piece. I think I might... Well, let's get the arms back on and see something here. Alright. They're still awfully big. Oh, I wanted to add it to this piece. This was the one I was thinking about adding them to. Okay. So let's see how they fit on here. Yeah, they're just too big. Alright, let's shrink them. $3DS Max? What? What about it? What about it? Okay, I think what I want to do is this. And then maybe that. Doesn't look half bad. You use 3ds Max a lot? I do not. Expensive. See, I'm trying to make it so that these little extra secondary shoulder pads can work with this piece and with the other piece, the other shoulder pads, for a little bit of added variety. Let's go back to the other ones and see. It's not technically challenging, it's just practically a challenge to make it fit 2 different pieces properly. If I was just doing 1 piece, it'd be super easy. How are we? Are we clipping very much? No, we're just barely touching. Alright, so that's good. That's good. .3ds Max is the one from Autodesk, isn't it? Or is that Maya? I can't remember. I do remember it's expensive, though. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to take this, and we're going to go like that. How's that work on this one? Yeah, it's not much. It's not bad, but it's not much. That's an easy fix, though. That's Maya? Okay. What I should do... Okay, let's try this. Doing a great job? Well, thank you. Who's messaging me? So I wanted to flex here too, at least a little bit, because I don't want to put, because here's the problem. We have a little bit of a curve right here. Obviously the shape is bowl shaped, so that's going to inhibit the flex a little bit. It shouldn't be too much, so I want to try to make that work. Alright, and then I want to can I do it that way? Let's see if that works. I want to try something here. Yeah, I think we're going to leave it like that. Yeah, well, that'll be better. Alright, let's see how much we're actually going in there. I need it to be deep enough that it's actually got some material to glue, but not too deep. It's not very deep. Well, I guess it's not too bad. Let's narrow it up a little bit. It's true. It's they're quite complex programs, and the work done with them is quite the task. All right, see, we're not perfectly centered, but that's because I'm not actually placing it yet. So I mean, I guess I can technically. It doesn't really matter, but we can just, we can just boop it over just a little bit. We're gonna actually get it perfectly centered once we're done getting the rough sizing sized. Alright, we need this. Okay, let's see, how's that? We can raise that up a little bit, so let's do that. We're gonna pop through, and then I'll pull it back. Brian, are you okay? You having some trouble? Alright, so that should give us enough material to glue. Yeah, that's fine. That should be okay. Alright, so these guys are in place now. We can actually... I guess it doesn't really matter, does it? Yeah, let's do that. Let's, we don't need this to be quite as thick right here. Yeah. Okay, so that piece works right there. So now we need to make it work on the... it looks like he's going to have no neck, but then when you put the body on, it looks fine. So those shoulder pads work now on that, but now I want to get the little nubbin pads to work on the other part, the vest type piece, which is going to be the trick. It'll be a trick. Where's the vest type piece? I just turned it on, damn it. The head looks good, thanks. Do you just snap the vertices into place? Well, I don't know what you mean, snap. I'm not snapping. There's no magnets. There's no snapping right now. I'm moving everything freehand. So I'm not sure what you're talking about. I'm moving the vertices, if that's what you're talking about. Just moving them, but no snapping. That's some high quality H2O. Hang on a second. I'm gonna speech to text a text right here. You should be using only the silhouette to determine the proportions anyway, period. Stop worrying about the eyes, period. Just get the head in the general shape and put it on the body, period. Dumbass, period. Okay, I'm back. I could have muted myself, but, you know, I thought it would be more fun for you guys to hear me say period over and over again. Okay, let's turn off these guys. And then, oh no. Oh no! Hey, Alfonso, what's up? How's it going? Alright, so what we want to do... I know you're watching, Brian. I thought it would be funny if I speech texted you a message while you're actually listening to me. But even though I did it kind of funny, but that's true. Stop worrying about the eyes. For proportions, just use the silhouette. Don't worry about the eyes. Alright, so if we can just kind of glue this guy in like that, let's bring it up a little bit. I can't move it in any farther though, it'll be bumping the shoulders, won't it? Too much bumpage. Yeah, that's gonna get funky. It needs to stay like that. So what I can do, I guess, I didn't want to do it this way. Well, put it on and send me a picture. Maybe I can... Fresh eyes sometimes. I know we don't have the same artistic vision on every project, but the fresh eyes might be helpful. Goblin Slayer Figma, nah, his knees look janky and I haven't watched the show. So I'm not interested in it right now. Alright, so I can just put tab holes on the side there. How far are we going in? Not very, but I can go farther. Can't I? I can. I know what snapping is, but that's not really... I mean, you're using snapping in a way that is not necessarily the case. Obviously, the cursor moves to the vertices, otherwise you wouldn't be able to do anything. Like, you can't move in the middle where there's no vertice, so the cursor has to go to a vertice. But when you're snapping, like, it'll snap if I go to, like, box model, I can snap things to different things as I move them. But nothing's snapping that I'm moving right now. And also, snapping doesn't help. I mean, snapping's only good for box modeling, really. I mean, I suppose there are other applications that it would be helpful, but not in something like this. All right, let's just extend this guy out a little bit. Let's see how that works now. So I could glue that in. I could actually just hollow that out. That would work. Glue that in. Let me put the shoulder on, actually, and see how we still just... Yeah, we're just barely touching, so that's fine. All right, turn the shoulder off. Transparency, how are we doing? That would be enough to glue it into place. Oh, thanks, Brian. Are you talking about these ones right here? Yeah, so my plan here is these are going to be optional. Not for the consumer, obviously, but at the factory, these... I'm going to adjust them a little bit. I know they're kind of warbly. These are going to be sometimes there and sometimes not, because I like it both ways. Here, I'll put the body on to show you. And this gives me a little bit more versatility out of the molds, so I can make more money and have more variety in my figures. So those look sweet like that, but then also they look sweet without that, so we can do the option. That's the plan, Stan. So like if we wanted to not have it, we just not have it. And it still looks frickin' sick, as the kids say these days. And then those same nubbin pads, are those the ones? No, these are the ones. Those same nubbin pads work with these shoulder pads. Hold on. What's that? What's that? No, I'm just kidding. I know what that is. They work with these shoulder pads as well, which are meant to go only one at a time. You're never going to double up on these because they're too bulky. It'd be like that offset asymmetrical look with like a strap. So just ignore this side, and then I think that looks frickin' sick, as the kids say too. Okay, so actually I needed to look at those parts, so that's convenient. Let's turn that off and that off. Why is this showing? How did it get merged? No, this piece. What's going on? What's going on? It's not healthy for you to sculpt 13 hours straight. I mean, physically not healthy because you're gonna get DVT, but what you could do is work on Judy for a while, then work on Wonk for a while, you know, that kind of thing. All right, let's see how far these are sticking in now, because that's going to be a problem. Actually, it's not, because I'm going to adjust them. Oh, are they telling me they're not clipping? Oh my gosh, if they're not clipping into that beyond just the tiniest little bit, if at all, that's going to be super fantastic. Look at that. Look at that. Could I have eyeballed that better? I wasn't even eyeballing it, I was estimating based on what I knew was there. I was hoping to get it really close to that edge, but I didn't think I was going to get it that close. Let's go here and flip it. Are we clipping it? Oh my gosh. It's literally... It couldn't be closer. It's not going through, but it's so close that you can't even see... Oh, there's the gap. That's like a nanometer. Or a micron. It's a tiny little space. That makes me so happy. What do I have for accessories so far? I have... You want to see them? I could just show you real quick. I could show you guys real quick. Alright, I think so that's probably going to work. So that's going to be fine for these shoulder pads. So let's turn off the heavy pads. Nope, not that. These are the good ones? Yeah, we need to turn these ones off. Delete. See ya. Wouldn't wanna be ya. Alright, hang on a second. I'll show you, but I want to save my work before I go show you this stuff. So all we have to do now is cut out the tab hole on there, and then these little side shoulder pads will work all the way around. Oh, you guys want to see it with the helmet on? With a helmet on? Not the helmet, because there's tons of different helmets. I'll do that before we go real quick, because I reckon you'll want to see it. Let's put the whole body together, or at least one option for the body. No, let's leave that off. Pants should be on. Pants are always important. Not always. Most of the time. Alright. Okay, some elbows would be good, some shoulder balls. Let's turn that off. Let's put the helmet on. Oh, he looks gnarly. We should probably put his swords on. Hands would be good, but let's just do the hands with the claws, because I don't feel like looking for the other hands. Alright. And then we also have a sword that goes down here, which we'll get to when we get to the access. Oh my gosh, I want to buy it right now. I do know how much you wish it was an actual micron. Because I wish that too. But I'm happy enough to get it to be a nanometer. I mean, for an eyeball, that was freaking close. So, I'm pretty impressed with myself for that. Okay, so you can see some of the accessories. So one of the batches of accessories, or sets of accessories, or parts of accessories, interchangeable hands that have... Why is that using the comic shader? It shouldn't be using the comic shader. Let's just fill it with Z metal. What the hell? Oop, there we go. Alright, so ignore the shiny hands. So we have a set of hands that are flesh tone hands, normal hands that have like the claw armor thingies on them. These are going to be translucent green. That's why you can kind of see this box right here. That's a separate piece, so those will be removable from the factory, not for you guys. So we have one set of hands, human hands that have the claws on them. We have one set of hands that are the cyborg or cybernetic hands with the claws on them. So, because claws are sweet. Who doesn't like claws? So you can see we have one set of the cybernetic ones that have that. Okay, and then other weapons include, not limited to, but do include these katanas, obviously. So we have the standard katana. We have, I mean, it's not standard, but it is for this line of figures. We have a little gadget that just pegs into the belt when you don't have the side scabbard, so just ignore that. Then we have the energy blade. I think I should just turn everything else off while I'm doing this. So we have the energy blade, which looks like this, which is basically going to be translucent green plastic, or whatever color I decide to make it. It'll be multiples, I'm sure, with, you know, like the metal thing. Like, these are futuristic type things. So we have that, and then that actually, the blade part comes off of that. So you end up with just the hilt, and that pegs into the scabbard like that, kind of like a Gundam. And then this would be made out of, my plan is to make this out of translucent green so that you would have these internal pockets glowing with energy. And then when you unsheath it, if it was real life, this would draw as you unsheath it. But since it's just a toy, you just peg it in yourself. So that's one of the things. And then we have some sticks, because big sticks and little sticks are always useful as their own accessories as weapons. But we also have these blades, which will go on to this guy. And they also connect onto these, so you have either this big staff with the two blades, or you can have the two dual, like, commas, little handles with the blades on them, or you can take both of the blades and put them on so that you have, like, a blade coming off here and a blade coming off here. You can do that. Variety of options. Or you can take those, or one of those blades, and use it with, it's in here somewhere. Use it, hang on. Use it with the chain that I made. So you have a handle down here, and then you have another handle up here, and you can put the blade on it. And this will be flexible enough that you could have him hold it however you want to. So that's kind of like a Kusarigama. And then, is there anything else on this file? I don't think I have any more. We can look at the swords up close if you want to. But I don't think I have any more weapons in this file. So that's what the sword kind of looks like. I think that's it for the accessories in this file. Let me see. Yeah, I think it is. Let me save real quick and I'll show you two more. 98. What's the inspiration behind the figure? I'm making a whole line, not just a single figure. No, not based on any existing figures. No. How soon am I to starting the crowdfunding? Well, I need to get the first batch of designs completely done, and then I need to figure out how much it's going to cost. So I can't say for sure how long that's going to take. It depends how long it takes for the factory to decide and for me to actually choose them. But as far as design goes, I'm not that far away. But the problem is, even though it looks like I'm mostly done, all the stuff I'm doing now is like tiny minutia. Pain in the ass. So it's taking a while. But I mean, we're really close. Relatively speaking, I'm like 95% done with the design stage. Oh yeah, I also made some I wonder if I have any of those. Okay, so I'll show you these two. We have two energy type effects, which I'm tweaking. I haven't finished these yet, but I'm working on them still. Hey, what's up, Will? How much is it going to cost? Each figure is going to be $40 to $60 if I have my way. So here's just kind of like a mock-up of how you might use this accessory. It's like an energy swoosh with shuriken coming out of it. I just use neon green because neon green looks cool, but I don't know what color it's going to be. So, what's going on? I don't know why it's all boxy. I'll have to figure that out. That's weird. Oh, I know why. There you go. So we have that. Can I do this? Yeah, I can. So that just actually snaps around the hand. So you can do it on either side of the hand if you wanted to. You can see it's not quite done. It's clipping a little bit, but that's the general gist. So that's like you threw the shuriken like this, and so you have the swoosh and the three. That's the idea. Or you could do it like this, although it doesn't work as well for that because of the angles. But there's one. And then we have another one, which is like you just go psh, like psh. That's how you do it. And then the shuriken come out straight with just like a little poof of anime style going on. 6-inch scale. Well, 1/12 scale, not 6-inch scale. That's not a thing. People often say that because these companies keep releasing things that aren't in any sort of true scale. They're like between 1/12 and 1/10 scale, and it's just craziness. Or even like 1/11 scale. So this one is just like you're throwing them straight forward, and I added a little bit of a like flare effect just so you have a way to slide it over the fingers. Because these hands are not coming with the accessories connected. These are just hands that you get with the figures. And then you have the accessory to go with it. So we have that, those two things. And then I think I have a couple more. By the way, all of these green and gray files that you're looking at right here are different heads and helmets. And then the ones that aren't green and gray are just ones that aren't quite finished yet. Not that one. This isn't the kind of green I'm talking about. But all of these are different heads and helmets. For every one of the non-helmeted heads, we have 3 different versions, which I don't know how that's going to play out. But we have, like, for instance, like you can look right at this guy. We've got the normal face, the face with the, like, metallic mask, and then the face with just a standard cloth mask. We have that for every one of the different heads that I've made. So the one we were looking at a minute ago is this guy right here. So then he's got both different heads. We have the one with the long hat. Somebody asked about the hat yesterday. I never showed it to them. Sorry about that. We have lots of parts and options and things. Oh man, too much in fact. I'm gonna cry. Okay, so other accessories include, now this file, I don't know what this file looks like. I haven't been into it in forever. Where is it? Here. But I'll show you what we have. Lots of stuff. Lots of stuff. There's a blade. Alright, like this file is a total mess. So I think the only thing on here that I need to show you is this. Like a standard tonfa. I mean, not standard, obviously. I made it look kind of like futuristic and industrial and high-tech at the same time. But what I'm thinking about doing, and I don't know if this makes sense. I mean, it makes sense. It's a cool idea. But I'm thinking about making a peg hole in here and having it able to receive an energy effect of some kind. So you know how you hold the tonfa like a nightstick. So if this is how it is, your hand's here and your arm goes back this way, elbow, bicep up here. I'm thinking about making a hole here and having like a beam of energy that shoots out so you can use it like that and like a regular tonfa. Didn't Storm do that for the mask? No, these are not interchangeable. These are not interchangeable. Because, as you saw on Storm, if you want interchangeable, you don't get a face underneath. So I want the face there as an option. So these are like different things from the factory, not different things for you to do. Because I don't like having a hole in the face to peg the mask into. But anyway, there's the tonfa. I kind of like that idea with the energy spike coming out the end. That'd be kind of cool. That'd be really cool. You know what? Let me go grab from my Super Metroid accessories. I might be able to steal an energy spike. Where are those? They're in here somewhere. Metroid parts. I wonder if which one's the final. Probably this one. Smith, run this. Glad you like it. Alright, so you can ignore these. These are things that, as of right now, I have no means of production, unfortunately. These are accessories for the Figma Super Metroid, or not Super Metroid, but Metroid figures. Damn, they cool, though. Let's see. Do any of these... I was hoping to steal... Maybe... No, let's come back here. If I go far enough back, I might have what I'm looking for. Yes. No, not quite. Damn it. We're gonna make it real quick. Alright, so we want, first of all, let's change this so that it's not torture to look at. Okay, that's better. That's much better. I can actually see it now without wanting to tear my eyes out. Hey, that looks pretty good. I think I can do better though if I get rid of this. So let's do some stitching real quick. Boop, 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 boop. Hey, that's not what I wanted to do. Stop it. There it is. Why is that happening? Why is it? What are you doing to me, ZBrush? Alright, let's see. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about right there. We cut it off like right here. Let's take this and just go. Just like that. And is the goal to sell the line through brick and mortar, or are you going to handle everything from a website you set up? There is no brick and mortar we're selling at. There's just Target, so, and Walmart, and that's not going to happen. So no brick and mortar, to answer that part of your question. And to answer the other part of your question, I mean, it's going to go through Kickstarter to start, no pun intended. And then, like, online retailers, if they are interested in selling, that will be a thing. But also, probably just going to do Amazon. That way I don't have to have any overhead for handling inventory and that kind of thing. I mean, I know there's overhead in terms of using Amazon, but that's advantageous. Because the hassle, I guess I shouldn't have used overhead. I mean, pain in the ass. That's the word. Pain in the ass for having to handle your own shipments and stuff. Okay. So if I end up using a piece like this, which we're going to find out pretty close to now, we're going to copy this. We'll go ahead and just save this, because if I end up using a piece like this, I'll end up having to make this like a straight peg instead of all swirly like, but I want to see first. Yeah, let's just go look. Back in red and black. What are we talking about? Talking about this? Red and black just looks cool. It's not even my preferred color scheme, but for some reason I'm drawn to it for this line. Alright, where's my Tanfa? Bro, you making a figure of your own. Is that a question? Okay, so the idea here is to have it looking like an energy. Oh, it's definitely needing to get adjusted. Why is it so bright? What the heck? What the heck is going on here? There. So I think what we would want to do is something more like that, and then kind of like that, but maybe this is just a brainstorming session. I don't know if this is something I really want to do, but I kind of like that idea. Kind of looks cool. Will you ever make custom figures of characters in Smash Ultimate? I don't know. I work per commission. What's this wave gonna be called? Do you mean the line of action figures? Or what are we talking about? I don't know, do you guys think that's a good idea? Having an energy effect pop out of the end of the Tonfa? I don't know if I like it. I like the idea of it, I should say, but I don't know if I like it in practice. Oh, it's rival clans. Rival clans, like ninja clans that are displeased with each other. I don't know about having that on there. Probably best to just not bother. Yeah, not gonna bother. Waste of time. What were we doing? Shoulder pads. Back to the shoulder pads. Tally ho! No, I don't think they're gonna make Jackie Chun. I would bet almost all my money they don't ever make that. Okay, so let's get back. Hey, look, it's every piece all at once. It looks kind of sweet. Minus the hair popping through the helmet. And like 15 different hands being over here. There's something about it that I like, though. So beefy looking and mean. Hey, do you guys want to see the samurai armor? You probably haven't seen that yet if you're new here. I could show you the samurai armor real quick. You guys down for that? I'll show you real quick. Just because I want to. I want to do it. Let's see if I can find it. And we'll use these boots and legs this time. These knee pads? Maybe. I don't need to finish them still, but whatever. It'll be good enough to get the idea across. Oh yeah. I want that figure. I'd buy that. There you go. Well, there you go. Now you can see what the samurai armor looks like, give or take, more or less. Okay. Back to work. We were working on... Where are my nubbins? Is what she said. Oh. Oh, it's this right here. Alright, we need to rename these. Shoulder pad add-ons. I should have called them shoulder pad-ons. That was a good one. Alright. Did you hear about SHF Street Fighter Blanca? You mean like 6 months ago when I posted about it on Facebook? Yes, I have. Yes, sir, I have. So we have these shoulder pads ready to go, other than cutting them out. And then we need to add them onto here. The interesting thing is I actually don't even have to move them. So what we're going to do, before we get them cut up on the vest, is we're going to merge them. Hey. We're going to make them work down here permanently. You know this word permanently? It's like permanently, but more fun to say. Alright, you know what though? Actually, I changed my mind. Before we do that, I want to straighten out some of these crooked lines. It's not absolutely essential, but it's the way I am. If I wasn't the way I am, then nobody would buy the line. If they even plan to in the first place. So we'll have to see about all that when the time comes. When it's time to let the rubber hit the pavement, as they say. Put the pedal to the metal. Just adjusting some stuff. Get out of here, dynamic. I can't see what the heck I'm doing. Oh, that's where that warble came from. That should be pretty good. Let's stretch this a little bit right here. Pop this out just a little bit. This one, that goes in. Oh, that's much better. I mean, it's going to be flexing anyway, so it's not like it needs to be absolutely perfect. Anytime you pose the arm, this is going to have to flex. So I don't need it to be like, oh my gosh, it's off by a half of a hair of an inch. A hair of an inch. That's a new unit of measurement. Tell all your science teachers. Alright. Probably pop that out a little bit. Thanks, Snoot Snoot. Alright, that'll be good. That'll be good. Should I clean up the lumpies on the inside too? I guess I should. How'd we get all lumpy? Alright. Much smoother. Okay. So now we want to connect this to this. And it shouldn't be very difficult to do. Just need to make these lines line up. Boop. And voila. 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 And then we just raise it up to where we want it. Which would be best done by flipping this first. And going like this. I guess we didn't need to flip it first, did we? Oh, no, we didn't. Hold on a second. That doesn't look like they're centered. That's not centered. Why is that not centered? Doesn't make sense. I agree, Jiren's boring as hell. I haven't even watched Super yet, and I don't like the character. Based on nothing but his character design, and I think that's enough of a reason to not like him. Okay, so we're going to adjust this. That's a 4, and that's a 4. Alright, so we're going to do this, and... we are off center. Now we're not. Now we are perfectly centered. Beautiful. It's a thing of beauty. And then we can split this guy back off. And turn this guy back on and flip. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Probably needs to drop down just a little bit. Yeah. Hey, how about you guys stop arguing about characters? How about that? Alright. So now that those are in place for that, let's see. I need to rename these parts again. Dang it. Did I get it right? I couldn't see what I was doing. Haha, I did. And they said you had to learn home row to type. Alright, let's turn that off. Let's turn this on. And then we can adjust these guys. Look at us making progress. Okay, so what I want to do is turn off these little bits first. Turn on the shoulder. I want to just slightly readjust this curve to match the shoulder a little better. Just a little bit. Alright, making sure we were actually lined up properly. So I just want to pull this in just a bit. That's a lot closer to what I should have done in the first place. Is that Goku? This is definitely Goku. How could you even not know that this is Goku? This looks exactly like Goku. Sometimes I feel like my sarcasm is a bit too biting, but at the same time I feel like it's not biting enough. Yeah, the shoulder pads look nicer now. That's good. That's very good. Okay. Now we tie the add-on parts. And they should fit much better. You should say dipshit more. I agree with that sentence completely. 100% agreement right there. If I was still giving out points, you would get bonus points for that. Why is it still so far off? Why? Why? I don't want to adjust it more, but I guess I will. The face is perfectly Goku, and your sarcasm is not sharp. It's sharp, it's just... some people may take offense to it more easily than others. That doesn't look anything like Goku. Not even the slightest bit. I do like that sculpt though a bunch. He looks like a mean son of a bitch. With a cybernetic eye. Alright. Let's just solo it out and pop this down just a touch. How's that? Is that better? That's pretty close. Alright, so I think that's it. I mean, obviously I have to cut this out, which is something I'll do later. I'm not going to do the cutting out now. But I think that's a nice look. What do you guys think? I think it's nice to have that option. I know Alfonso said he liked it yesterday, but now that we actually have it set up and everything, how do you like it? I like it a lot. I think I'm going to start just making noises randomly just to entertain myself while I'm streaming. And if you guys like it, that's a bonus, but it's mostly just for my own benefit. Oh man, there's definitely something wrong with me. It's no little thing, but at the same time, it's so bright. Okay, so I think that optional secondary shoulder pad add-on is a nice way to just differentiate from character to character. And if we even really wanted to do it, we could throw on some of my unfinished armband pieces and it makes them look even meaner. Because everybody knows the more things you have on your body, the meaner you are. But now we can either have it this way, which is a nice look in its own right, or we can have it this way, which makes him look heavier duty. Snoot Snoot! I like your username, Snoot Snoot. It's just fun to say. Ugh. Ugh. Actually, this vest was originally made with this other set of boots and arms in mind. Let's see how it looks. So we turn off the knee pads, turn those on. Where's the other knee pad? Where's the knee pad? Oh, it's right there. And then let's try these other gauntlets, because that's originally the plan. Oh yeah! Oh yeah! I like it. Oh yeah. That's what's up. Let's change the head out. Let's try this head. Looks good. Oh boy. That's it right there. That's the business end of a badass. Sweet. Alright, that's good to have that done. That head is a Cyberpunk ninja. What the one that's on right now, the helmet? Are you asking or just stating it as an affirmation of my design? Because you're right, it is definitely a Cyberpunk ninja. Oh no, we still have 2 hours left, guys. We've only been working for an hour. There's plenty of work to get done still. Alright, I was thinking about adding something to this helmet, but at the same time, it's pretty much perfect the way it is. I kind of want to get a red thing that goes in, like, right here. I don't know. I still like this head, too, because this head is an amalgamation of all the different characters I like across all the video games. It's just like Ike from Smash Brothers, mixed with Ryu, mixed with Jago, mixed with Kenshiro. It's like just a little bit of everybody. And so I wanted to pay homage to all those badasses throughout video game and anime history and put a head like that on here. I like it. Let's call it a day. Why would we call it a day? That's a silly name for an action figure. Have you guys... Are there any people here... Are there any people? Yeah, that's right. That need to see things that I've made before that maybe you just tuned in and haven't been around for, like other bodies, because this is not it. This is not the extent to which we have worked. We have a lot of different combinations. There we go. That's. I'd buy that for $1. What's the favorite one I've made so far? This is my favorite unhelmeted head, and actually, this is my favorite helmeted head. I think the two that you just saw. This one and the one you saw previously. And I really like this combination of armor and whatnot. No, it has nothing to do with Goku. There's no Goku in this. At all. Except he's built like a human. That is it. But we can look at the helmets briefly. I won't even click on them. I'll just do it through the light box. So I really, well, obviously I like the hooded combination. The hooded head is just wicked. But I like the samurai helmets. I have 3 different ones. So the first samurai helmet is the one you already saw. This one. I like this one a bunch. I like this one a bunch. This one still needs some work. Might work on that tonight some. Okay, so this is the head that I think is my favorite helmeted head. But at the same time, where is it? It's gone. I really like this one, and I really like this one. And this is the one my buddy designed. This one, I really like that one. This one has a very Sentai feel, so I really like that one. I really like the Oni helmets that I've made. I like all of them. They're all like my children. I can't pick, except I would pick this one and this one if I had to. But the Oni helmets are quite good. Dude, let's put an Oni helmet on this body real quick. Yes. Why didn't I think of that sooner? Where are they? I mean, these aren't the final ones. They're in here somewhere. Aren't they? There they are. Oh, I got nervous there for a minute. Alright, let's bring this head over. I don't think I cut out his neck yet, did I? No, I didn't. Good. Because I need to redo that anyway. Okay, so we are just going to merge everything that's visible. Just for temporary sake. Let's go put that on that body and see how it looks. Did I save it? I sure hope I saved it. I think I did. I don't think I did. I had to have saved it. I'm not that dumb. Let's see. That is 998. That's 997. Am I married? Married to the thug life. Digital pixelated glasses come over my face. Master Chief, what? Guys, why do you just... I don't know what you're talking about when you don't type in sentences. Words with question marks are not enough for me to know what you mean. Oh, he's naked. Alright. I don't know why I like that so much. That's funnier than I thought it would be. For me, probably not for anyone else. But I don't care because I'm the only one that I care about. My resolutions are generally 1920 by 1080. Oh, get it? Resolution? Oh, man. Alright, let's do this. Even better. Nope, I liked it better a little. Let's put a head on it so that I can compare size-wise. This one's a good one to use. No, it doesn't help. Maybe shrink it a little bit, even though it's not necessarily realistic for it to be smaller. That looks pretty cool. Do I watch wrestling? No. The only kind of wrestling I'm interested in involves pudding. Oh man, there's something wrong with me for sure. No, Jello, not pudding. Oh man, pudding I guess would be good too, but I think Jello is how they do it. Oh gosh. Maybe even though it's not quite realistic, we shrink it just a little bit. Like, maybe a little more. The mask looks off with the armor? No. No, it doesn't. Am I high? No. You don't have to be high to have jokes. Is Twitch acting up again? I don't know. No. Hot oil. Hot oil? That doesn't sound good. That sounds like fried chicken more than wrestling. Maybe just oil. I don't think it's supposed to be heated. Heated seems like a bad idea. Hey baby, you wanna do some oil wrestling? Sure. Well, it's gonna be canola, and you're gonna smell like chicken afterwards. I'm in. All right, let's turn those off. I think that looks wicked. All right, now what do we want to do? We could, let's see, we got the shoulder pads done. I was thinking about, yeah, let's do the bicep things. Hey man, you're awesome. Been watching for a while. Keep up the good work. To that I say, no you. You weren't expecting that, were you? All right, let's get that head out of here. We don't need it to bog down the file. Just try refreshing, Gekum. Well, I guess you can't refresh in the app, can you? Just close it and reopen it. Alright, let's do these now. Let's turn off the vest. Let's put the strap back on because that looks cool. Let's put on, let's turn that off and put this on. But not that, because I don't want that. Let's put these on. Yeah, maybe. Oh, if we're going to do that, we need to have his belt on, for sure. Any female designs? Not yet. They might be like a stretch goal or something like that, or just come later in the line. It would be too expensive to do them now. Alright, let's just turn the strap off so I don't have to look at it and be distracted. So I want to make some straps for the arms. And the best way to do that would be to make one strap that goes on either side. So that would be something to think about. That'll just kind of stretch. How much clipping do we have? None-ish. Wow, almost none. That's good. Wow, did I do this already? It's almost like I already did this. I must have, because that's too close to perfect. Why is another person asking me about Fairy Tale Customs? I just had a conversation about that yesterday. Alright, so that's a lot of... Okay, we can do this. We can do this. Wondering what kind of design I want to do. I want to have something that goes like out here. The shins don't look a little small. No. No accessory packs. Not likely anyway. Maybe like none that come with the figures anyway. Maybe like strictly you only get these in the accessory pack type thing. But I'd probably just include them with a figure and release that instead. Alright, I want to put something out there. Let's see. Maybe I can just come up with an idea by looking at existing pieces. What do we have in here? Nothing. Although, maybe just something like this would look cool. Make it curved to fit the thing, obviously. I don't really like it. Maybe smaller. Maybe you're not those. It's something to keep in mind, but let's try something else and see. Perfect. That's exactly what I was gonna go for. I don't know the song. I don't know any of these songs. They're all just generic BGM that I found throughout the years. Steam gear. Oh, literally gears. We don't want gears. Let's just put a nice sprocket right there. Steampunk, baby. Steampunk, cyberpunk. Fusion. Ha! Alright. Enough goofing around. What if we put a little troll person? I think that might be the way to go. Nah. Too silly. Alright, what else do we have? Let's look at model kit. Model kit's got to have something good. How about maybe something round like this? Hey, you just said something circular. I just said something round. What are the odds? I don't like that. I don't like that at all. Although, what if we used our nubbins from the other thing so that they have a sort of uniformity? Where did I find those? Those were over here in the Boolean thing. This guy right here. What if we throw some nubbins on it? Remember that song, Throw Some D's on It? No one remembers that song. What if we did some nubbins? Only lined them up like I wasn't blind. I think that's the way to go, though. I like it. Like that. Okay. So we're gonna take this, we're gonna turn off this and go boop. See ya. Delete hidden. Go over here. Go over here. Over here. Alright. This is figure. You got it. This is figure. Johnny, tell him what he's won. I just realized we have a person named John here, and I wasn't talking to him. But if he wanted to tell him, he could. So what I want to do is to make it so that it's not specific to either side. So I want to get it kind of close to the same, and then I'm going to bring in another one and imitate this piece. So it needs to be about that size. And that way I can just make one mold for both sides, and it'll just stretch around the arm as is necessary. Yay. Alright, let's do this then. Let's bump you all the way down so that it's easier to work on. Insert cylinder. And we're done. Well done, everybody. That kind of cylinder. Turn off. So, oh no, everything's still there. Shit. Oh well, we have to turn everything back on later. Take that and go like boop, boop, boop. That'll be good. Shrink-a-dink it. Rotato. Spectronum. Make it bigger. Okay. What's with the cylinder? I'm making a thing, man. I'm making a thing. If and that's okay with you. Alright, I think we want to make it just a little bit bigger. And that should give us very close to the same overall interior diameter. But what I want to do is turn on X symmetry. Okay, take move tool. And we're going to just pop out these back bits a little bit. Bring that in. Too big. Pop these in a little bit. That should fit. It'll require a little bit of flexing and stretching, but it should fit. Oh, let's do this. Let's group by normals. Crispy. Alright, that'll do. That'll do, pig. That'll do. Alright, so are we still centered? Yep. Oh, yep. Oh, yep. Alright. What did I miss? I had to do something. You missed a bunch, man. You missed all the good stuff. Bummer. Alright, shall we add the little nubbins now? I think we shall. Nubbins. Okay, well we definitely want one right here. I'm thinking 3 nubbins should be enough. Hey, it's Super Mario Zilla! You guys want to see something weird? I don't know if you can see it. When I flex my muscles a certain way, a cluster of veins pops out right here and it looks like a little BB's in my skin, but it's not, it's just veins. Can you see that? You probably can't see that. Right here. I don't think you're going to be able to see it. I don't like it. Creeps me out. Gives me the heebie-jeebies. I don't like heebie-jeebies. Duplicado. It's not random. We're talking about nubbins, and then I stretched and I felt my vein nubbin pop out. It's perfectly applicable to what's happening on stream. You're just jealous. You're just jealous your nubbins don't show. Alright, so at the narrowest part we have no lines showing, so let's... Hey, what the... There we go. A nubbin? You're looking at it. This is a nubbin. I don't understand. Duplicado? Since this is not a uniform shape, I'm gonna have to eyeball the distance. A nubbin is anything that protrudes from a surface shaped something like a nubbin. Thought this was common knowledge. Just wait till we start working with tubers. Actually, I think we've done just about all the tuber work we need to do. It's kind of unfortunate, I know. We have a slight problem. Because of the way I moved this piece. Are we dead center? I think we are. Yeah, we are. We need to mirror and weld vertically. Alright, now we are all symmetrically up. Perfect. I think I need to move this nubbin just a bit though. Did I do it too much? Rats! I did it too much. Let's move this one in then. Because I wanted them closer rather than farther away. How's that? The front one's still too close. So let's do this. Just drop that in just a little bit. This might not even end up looking good. Hey, what's up, Colin? Why am I the only one using Twitch chat? Because only the people that don't like to deal with annoying chat go to Twitch. So there are fewer of them. Most people would rather just deal with it. Alright, let's get everything merged up and see how it looks. Do these guys even need to be dynamic? Oh yeah, they do. Are we on 4 for all of them? 4, 4, 4, 4. Merge time. It's time for the annual merge. Everything is currently legal. Okay, merge down, boop. Merge down, boop. Merge down, beep. Okay, now it's not going to fit properly now because it's going to be made out of soft plastic and we'll have to stretch for the final thing, but you'll get the idea. Irregardless, as some people like to say, which is not a word, but you know, people say it anyway. Okay, let's put that on because it looks cool. Okay, now we move our strap into place and see if it looks. Should call it subs nubbins. No, nubbins is already a thing. Could call them subbins, but I don't want to do that. So it'll look something like that. Well, let's get it even closer. Hey, did you actually look that up? Or did you just type that out because of what I said? Because if that's the actual thing, then that's basically what I said it was. The actual definition, that's kind of funny. I mean, I knew I was using it correctly, but I didn't know I was going to word it correctly. I think that looks alright. Does that look alright? Somebody tell me I'm pretty. I think it looks fine. I mean, it's just a stupid little arm strap. Who gives a shit? Who cares what it looks like? No one. Huh. You looked it up and I had said it was exactly what it actually is. That's funny. Alright, let's do this. Let's put these on because they look cool. Let's turn this off, even though it does look cool. Actually, let's do this. These are the shoulder pads from yesterday. We wouldn't mix those, that doesn't look good. Oh, we can't even mix those. Okay. So you can't use the arm straps with the shoulder pads. At least those kind of shoulder pads. Wouldn't do it with those. Well, that's interesting. There we go. That's alright with me. If it's alright with you guys, I think we'll leave it. What about a robo arm? Oh man. You must not have been watching earlier. I have an entire set of cybernetic body parts. You want robo arms? Oops. You get robo arms. I'm not going to swap out everything, just the arms. I don't want to do the body. If I can find the arms. I know where they are. There's something wrong. Where are they? Base is covered, man. Base is covered. You know how many characters have had cybernetic arms that aren't Jax? Like, you guys realize that the Mortal Kombat characters are like the laziest designed characters ever in the history of everything? And that's why they all have the same kind of parts as every other character. Like, they're not original designs at all. Why are those hands like that? Whoa, we don't need 8 million. That's better. Oh no! But see, this is the thing. I designed it so that all the parts are interchangeable. So if you only wanted lower arms that were cybernetic, bam! Done. New character. Done. It's like every time somebody sees a ninja, it's like, oh, it looks like Mortal Kombat. No, Mortal Kombat just made the most generic ninjas, therefore they look like ninjas. That's not a slight on the Mortal Kombat guys, it's just they're not original designs. They are based heavily on existing things, as is most art. But they're not the... It's not like just because it looks like a ninja, it's Mortal Kombat. No, it looks like a ninja. Or people are like, what was the one the other day? Oh, they said the samurai helmet looks like Shredder. No, Shredder's just wearing a samurai helmet. Shredder looks like a samurai. This looks like a samurai. It doesn't look like Shredder. Like this helmet right here, it's not even remotely similar to Shredder, other than it looks like a samurai helmet. Like a cybernetic samurai helmet. That doesn't look like Shredder. It just happens to be samurai. That's it. Like, I don't get it. People don't seem to understand. Whatever. It doesn't matter. There you go. What else do we have to do? I mean, I have a lot of stuff to do. That's a good look right there. Maybe that's one of the figures we release. I like that. I haven't tested it. I wonder... Wonder if I can use the Robo Crotch with these pants. I bet I could. I bet I couldn't. It might work. It's kind of a cool idea. I'd like for it to work. I bet you I could make that work. It'd be a tight fit, but it would work. I kind of like that look. Maybe we throw some knee pads on there instead, too. Yeah, it'd be kind of a tight fit. I like the hood, but where is it coming from? What does that mean? What? You don't think hoods can't exist on their own? They don't have to be connected to something else. It's not even for this body, it's for this body. But hoods don't have to be connected to a sweatshirt. He's not going out in the cold. It's just a ninja hood. Lots of characters throughout history have had hoods that aren't connected to sweatshirts. What am I looking for right now? Oh, this. Turn that off. Turn that off. Turn that on. Turn that on. That's what the hood is designed for. Capes? No, ninjas don't wear capes. No, he doesn't need a gi or something if you put the hood on him. You can have that if you want, like I just did, but it doesn't need it. Stop telling me how to design my stuff. You want to design it? You design your own! How about that? There you go. I like that. That looks alright. Snoot, snoot. Snoot, snoot. So just picture that guy with one of these swords, and how could you not think that's cool? Like, where is it? There it is. Oh, you can't see it. All right, let's move it over. Oh, shoot. Well, I guess it doesn't really matter. That seems like a fun... Oh, dang it, the belt's gone. I torrent it off. That seems like a good combination of stuff right there. Hey, Infamous Gamer, you're not designing these. Stop. Stop spamming the same stuff. His armor is red, his clothes are red. Why would his cybernetic arms be red? That doesn't look anything like Genji's sword, by the way, for the record. Okay, I think what I'm gonna do... Oh, you know what I want to do, actually? I'm gonna do that. That's what I'm gonna do. I need to polish up some feet. One of the sets of feet needs a little bit of touch-up work. We're gonna do that real quick, once I'm done saving. Hey, Zachary and Infamous Gamer, if you guys want to design these, you are more than welcome to come up with your own line. In the meantime, I'm going to design them the way I like them. And you know what? If people like them, they're going to buy them. If they don't, then they won't. And you have a perfect opportunity to sell your own. How's that sound? I think that's fair. That is more than fair. Shoes. That's what we're going to do. Shoes. Let's do this so that I can actually see what I'm doing. Being able to see what you're doing is a very important part. Like, I don't think this will even be noticeable on the final piece anyway, but just in case somebody's like, hey, there's a slight wiggle to his foot. No, they won't be able to. Not so angrily offensive. I don't know what that means. I could just get rid of that crease altogether. I wonder if I still can. Eh, who cares? Who cares? Like I said, no one's going to be able to even notice this. Hey, Super Saiyan Mikey. Check your name. I think you misspelled blue. Can't even be you want me to thank you? No, I'm not gonna thank you for offering unwanted advice while I'm trying to work. Next time your car is broken, go to a mechanic and then tell them how to do the repair. Same idea here. I'm not gonna thank you for spamming something in the chat. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. I'm not gonna thank you for spamming something while I'm trying to work. How did it get so lumpy? No, it isn't. Go ahead, explain. No, you said multiple times it needs red. It needs red. It needs red. That's not saying I wish it had more red or I would like it if it had red. You said it needs red multiple times, which is tantamount to saying put more red on it. And I simply said I don't need the advice. These aren't even the final things, and you're essentially complaining about the color. Chill up. Chill up. There you go. That's a word. Phrase. Chill up, man. Chill up. Chill out is what I was trying to say. But I have problems. So I didn't say it. Also, I'm trying to work, and I'm happy to have conversations with people, but to spam the same thing over and over again is nothing but distracting. For me and for the people that are trying to not be distracted by somebody spamming the same thing over and over again. Now it's been explained, and the conversation's over. There's no need to continue. Those of you that are wondering, all of this is going to get cut out anyway, but I don't want to have any little gaps in here. For when I cut it out, it'll just make it a little bit harder to do. Dang it. So what's going to happen is once I'm ready to, I'm going to... Actually, I can show you what I'm going to do with the feet by showing you what I did with the shoulders. Watch this. Well, not that. That was just me putting the foot back on. I'll show you now. Yeah, I know it was infamous, but you're the one having the conversation now, arguing about what he said, and you were continually supporting him, and I've already explained it to you. Can you please make me a custom Venom plural? What? What does that mean? I don't even know what that means. So what I did for the shoulders was I took the body. Here, I'll show you the... Oh, I deleted it. Okay, I'll show you this part then. So for the shoulders, I had to cut out the torso. So what I did was I took the shoulder. Did I turn that on all the way? Okay, so I took the shoulder ball, the joint of the shoulder itself. Dang it. Oh man, everything's still on. Shit. Okay, so what I did was I took the shoulder, and then I made... Where is it? Where is it? I made a ball that's slightly bigger than the shoulder, and I used that to cut out from the torso to make room for the shoulder itself. So I'm going to do the same thing down here with the feet. So I'll take the feet, well, I guess I'll take a boot, one of the boots, like this one right here, and I will make a ball that is slightly larger than the bottom half of this, and then I will use that to cut out the hole for the foot. And that's how the articulation gets made, at least gets started. General gist type of thing. Like, it's not a big deal, guys. I don't know why you guys are going on and on about it. It was over with like 10 minutes ago. Just chill up. Chill up, damn it. Okay. Now that I've got the foot smoothed out just a little bit, which is all I needed to do for the foots. Those foots are good. These foots are good. I like these foots much better. Actually, I need to fill that in so that when I cut it, it's not a total pain in the ass. Oh, man, I might have to fill it in a lot. That's gonna suck. That could end up being a problem. What I could do is... Yes, that's what I'll do. Let me do this then. Insert a sphere. Oh man, I need to, dang it. I need to turn everything off again. Alright, let's take this sphere. We're gonna move it like this. Activate symmetry. Nope, hey, stop that. All right. Whoops. Whoops. There we go. All right. Oh my gosh. Losing my mind here. All right. So what I'm doing is I'm essentially making a sock that has no opening in it, and that will allow me to cut a hole in the foot the way I need to cut a hole in the foot. So we do it like this. I guess that doesn't really matter. Nope, let's do Dynamesh. We're gonna need Dynamesh. Alright, so we're gonna fill this in. And fill this in. Okay. So that top part's good. We need to make sure it does come down pretty far because I do have to put a peg in here, but we don't need to go crazy with it. Alright, we'll just trim this back. Come on, I guess it's not going to go any farther with this tool. That's fine. So once we get all the purple hidden, that's all we need to do really. And then all we have left to do after that is to cut out the hole. So, easy. Once you've done the same thing a few dozen times, you learn how how to make it a simple task. Hey, Alfonso, I had an idea, and I don't know if it's a good idea. Night Raven Stream. That's an interesting name. I had an idea about putting little like cutouts on the figures for just like, for instance, like neon blue or neon green paint to make it look like they have lights on their suits. I think that sounds like a good idea, but it could be something that, like, maybe we don't need lights on the suits. I don't know. What do you think? Just little ones, like little, or maybe even bigger ones, like a slit running down the leg or something, so he's got like a Tron light going on. I mean, not like Tron specifically, but you get the idea. I think it could be cool. Yeah, well, I'm not talking about commissions here, Venom person. This is not for commissions. This is me doing work. Alright, well, we'll toy with the idea. No pun intended. We'll see if I can come up with something that's a good implementation. I don't want to be like all these other companies where they have a good idea and then just totally shit the bed. Not all the companies, obviously, but it is known to happen from time to time. So I want to have as little extra as possible. I'm probably going to have to bring it in some anyway, because I'm not going to be cutting that close to the edge. But we want it to be as close as possible. I can probably... Yeah. Alright, that'll work. So now I can show you. I'm not going to do it, but I'll show you kind of how this will work. So let's say we want to use this one, which we do. So we'll turn that on, turn those off. Hey, look at that. It looks like a foot almost. Funny how that worked out. So we'll bring in a ball. Bring in a ball. I didn't mean to do it that way, but I did. So we're going to delete that ball. And we'll go back up to the boot. Insert a ball. Tron Iron Man. I didn't know that was a thing. Send me a picture, man. That sounds cool. Like, is it an official license thing since Disney, or is it just they made it look like Tron? Okay, so we would have something like that. See how the ball is just about the same size as the ankle itself. So we would have that. We'll go ahead and mirror and weld. No, not like that. Well, I guess that works too. So then we would do this. So now we have 2 of those. And turn that off. And then we would... Well, actually... I have to do this part anyway. Oh no, we can do it this way. So we take the ball and we do this. And then that cuts out our foot to have our socket for our foot, for our ankle, our boot to go in there. So you can see how we have extra bits here. That's what I was talking about. I'm going to have to readjust some of it anyway, but you get the idea. That's how that works. And then you have finished feet, and then I would have to do the same kind of process for the peg hole, but that's a separate thing. We'll do that. We'll do that later. We're not doing this now either, but I wanted to show you guys how it works. Yep, we'll leave that like that. Actually, I can probably... Yeah, I'll just merge those together. Yeah, Alfonso, if you don't mind, shoot me, I guess I can just Google it. Neon armor, I'll just Google it later. Sounds cool. Alright, now I need to... Could cut out the biceps. I don't really want to do that right now. Actually, I did cut out the biceps on the one, didn't I? Uh-oh. I might have screwed up. Let's see. Yep, I did. These are already cut out at the top. I wonder... So that'll work fine for these shoulders. Because that's how I did it. Did I check to see if that's going to work with the other shoulders? I hope I did. No, I didn't. Yeah, that's clipping the whole way through. Almost. So what I could do... I still think I might just redo these shoulders because these things stick out too much. Let's redo the shoulders. I don't want to, but we're going to have to. Ooh, that looks wicked. You don't like it in person? What armor is that? That looks like... It almost looks like the 7, but I can't tell. Is it the 7? I don't play Rainbow Six. That looks so cool. I can't tell if that's the 7. It looks kind of like the 7. But the forearms don't look right. So that could be the 4 had the round chest, the 7 did. I guess it could be the 8 technically, but you never see the 8 really in the movie. I mean, you do very briefly. I wonder which armor that is. I'm gonna have to look that up. That looks so cool. Oh, okay. That explains it. That is awesome. You don't like it though, huh? Oh, well that's dumb. If it should just light up properly. I mean, obviously, I guess they couldn't do that. But having to use a black light kind of takes away the appeal. I really don't want to rebuild these. Shoot. But we're gonna. I've been wanting to do it for a while, even though I don't want to do it. So we're gonna do it. Oh man. Stupid ass. Amazon Fire Stick? No. This is gonna resize it, isn't it? Maybe it's not. Sweet. What the heck? I don't know how long it's going to take to manufacture them. Could be a long time. Manufacturing's expensive and timely. So, come on. So, I don't know. We'll see. I guess that doesn't really matter. I'm hoping I can achieve the same look as before, just more efficiently, because now I know what I'm doing. And back then I didn't know what I was doing. It's not gonna let me do it. Alright. Fine. Well, normally the top 10s are on the 1st of every month. But since we're doing the top 10s for 2018, I have an extra one coming out this week. Just for you guys. Well, we're definitely off to a better start. Look how much cleaner that is. Just real quick, watch this. Watch the difference between those two things. I don't know about you, but one of them looks significantly cleaner than the other to me. It's not even comparable. Oh man. I so wish I could just have not started off not knowing what I was doing. Unfortunately, that's not an option in life. You have to learn somehow. So, that's the way it goes. But, it would have been nice if I could have avoided the step of learning how. And I'm not going to worry about that because I'm going to actually cap that off here in just a second. Although, what if I did this? No, I can't do that. But I could do this, I think. Almost deleted the good part. You're a genius. Why am I a genius? Boom. Alright, I don't know why it wouldn't let me just pick those, but it wouldn't let me just pick those. So we're gonna do this, and this, and this. Now it's all one even thing. Have you watched The Meg? I have not. I heard it's not super duper. Alright, do we want to crease? So up here we didn't have any creasing. If you guys remember, this one had kind of a corrugated look, but not like it was very creased. I'm thinking we don't want to crease it on this one either. I'm thinking this look will be sufficient. But here's the thing, I have an extra poly edge loop in here. Let me try deleting some of them and see how it looks. I think I'm going to stay away from creasing for sure. Let it flow a little smoother. The question is, do we want it to be really tight curve like it was, or do we want it the way I'm making it now? Let's find out. I think, oh, I missed one. Alright, let's see how that looks. Much closer to the original. Almost exactly the same, because it's the same process, just a much cleaner version. Yeah, I think I kind of want to leave it like that. I think I'll leave it like that. However, the top one needs a creasing. That's good. So now I have to duplicate this piece, which we might just change a little bit. I think we might. So I'm thinking what I want to do is bring in another sphere. And then if we rotate it, well, it's kind of an ongoing process, Zachary. I started off knowing enough to get started, and basically the rest is a matter of learning it as you go. So that's why I said it's an ongoing process. I still am learning what I'm doing. There's a lot to it. Nope, that's not what we want to do. No, that's not how we want to do that, because that would be stupid. We want to do it like this. Slice curve. Oh, I should have done it better, because that's not... Yeah, that's not really what I wanted. It's close to what I wanted, but I'm a moron, so I had to do it again. That might work. Nope. I mean, as an elective, sure. You know, like I had art class in high school, and then I took 1 or 2 in college because you have to. But that's it. I never, like, did art officially. If this works, I'm going to be kind of amazed. Oh, you know what? Before we do that, I have to do this. Dang it. So I can't bring that center part in because all the points, they're going like this and then they're overlapping. So what I have to do is shrink it and then blow it out, and that will allow it to work the way I wanted it to. I'm just doing it opposite. Wait, why is it still doing it? Why are there inside out pieces? That's getting super annoying. Alright, well it should have worked, but ZBrush is being a butthole right now, so... So none of that took? What the heck? Alright, we'll do it this way then. I'll show you. I'll show you, you little bastard. You do what I want. Or else. There we go. See, it should have worked, but ZBrush had that... Whatever it was doing, it had a couple of the pieces flipped. Which doesn't help us any. But, that's okay, because I can close this up now if I want to. Which, I think I'll do. Just in case. I think I might put one of those nubbins on here. But I don't know for sure. So we're gonna get it set up as if we're not doing a nubbin, even though we might do a nubbin. And a big thing about learning how to use ZBrush, or really anything creative, really, but anything like this especially, is to basically be able to solve problems, because things are going to happen, like you just saw, that don't make sense. Or that you didn't expect, or who knows what. Oh, we don't want that. Alright, there we go. So we have our little shell for our shoulder pad. What motivated you to start making figures and collecting? Well, I've basically collected ever since I was a kid, so... There was no motivation other than I liked it, and my parents bought us toys for our birthdays and Christmas and stuff like that. Okay, so now my idea was to slice this again, but we only want to slice the top part. And we'll see if this works. I don't know. It might. So let's something like that, maybe. I don't know. And then, oh, it's not gonna work. Dang it. Shoot. I can make it work. Shit. A wrestling phase? Nope. Nope, not even a little bit. I guess I could just make my own. See, I want to try to get it to have that. Oh, we're sticking out way too much. How did that happen? Oh, it's because it's round and it's not supposed to be round. Well, that makes sense. Okay. Well, let's do this. Let's... Let's try something real quick. Okay, so it's working now. Interesting. Okay. Alright, so what I want to do is take this piece and separate the inside. And we'll flip it so I can see what I'm doing. Turn that, oh, turn on solo. Oh, can't see it anyway. I think it worked. Might have worked. I'll take it. Neither. I don't work for a studio, and it's not a hobby. Are those my only options? Oh, I wish those weren't. I have to go through and get those all buttoned up. That's okay, we can do that. Actually, I should do midpoint. Oh, dang it. Okay. Why do we have creasing everywhere? Get out of here, creasing. There we go. That should do what I want it to do now. Like I said, guys, it's mostly problem solving. You're gonna need to know what you're doing, but at the same time, why is there a crease there? It actually might look cool, but why is it there? I didn't put a crease there. I said crease polygroups. Those aren't. Those are the same damn polygroup. Uncrease all. Crease polygroup. There it is. Oh, did I have... Oh, I did it. Never mind. That was my fault. Not ZBrush. I'm sorry, ZBrush. I take it back. There we go. Maybe. It does some weird stuff. Every once in a while, even though you crease just a single edge, it will crease a whole bunch of stuff. Okay, let's just nudge this around just a little bit. And hopefully it doesn't get too squirrely. Now, these are going to be way too round, but I'm hoping once I get them on the figure, I can just kind of smush them to get them the way I want them. And I'd like to be able to maybe throw a crease in here with a slice. Let's see if we can do that. That might look cool. It might not work. It's either gonna be awesome or terrible. Oh, that's not what I meant to do. So if I do that and hit that. Oh, that is just ugly. I could go through and stitch it all up. Don't think I want to do that. That seems like too much work for not much gain. Well, you know what? Let's leave it like this for now. Pop it over there and see if squishing it around makes it look cool. And maybe we just leave it and then throw a couple of nubbins on. Nubbins almost always save the day. Let's save this as new shoulders. Okay, that's it. 4. Okay. Let's just copy that over. Actually, does that look like... Yep, it does look like that. Okay. Let's see how it looks. It might work, it might not. Who's to say? How long have you been making figures like this? About 20 months. I've been making custom figures by hand for, what, 10 years? Dang, I think about 10 years. Many, many years. Alright, paste. It's not lined up. Oh my god, what are we gonna do? We'll just probably move it. That'll be probably the best solution. I might add another panel at the bottom. You know what I could do? That might be better. Actually, that's pretty dang close. That's pretty good. That's a very long time. Not when you're an adult. When you're a kid, that seems like a long time because you've got fewer years to use as reference. But when you're an adult, I mean, obviously it's not a small amount of time, but 10 years is not that much. Well, I thought it, I mean, this is gonna sound conceited or arrogant, but I thought that would be a cool thing too. Like what you said, is that, you know, to watch something like this get made, you don't normally get to see it. I thought people would like that and would appreciate it, and there'd be significant interest in that on a channel based on action figures. However, that doesn't appear to be what's happening. Nobody ever watches my streams. Hurts my feelings. What's my favorite custom? It's kind of a tough one to answer. There we go. So now it has just the tiniest little bit of armor on the outside. Otherwise, it's the same size as the normal shoulder ball. So let's see. Maybe this will work. Maybe it won't. But seriously, I do find it very odd that there's not more interest in this on the channel. I mean, people come here because of the action figures. I'm making action figures, and there's not that much demand. I guess it's just because it's a slow... I mean, if I had to guess, I'd say because it's a slow process, you know. But... guys, this might work out very easily. I'm gonna be so happy if it does. Did I cut though? I didn't cut them yet. I'm freezing my Rastafarian Nenes off right now. It's 68 in here, but I feel very cold. I think I might be dying. Better get this going before I die. I think I kind of like it. I like it. It looks so much better being cleaned up. This pleases me. I think what I'll do is throw some nubbins in. Like maybe a 3-pack of nubbins. I don't even think we need to change it. Let's put some body on here and see. I don't know why I'm going with the bare body, but I am, so sue me. Don't really. It's just a joke, don't sue me. Jokes aren't funny anymore. Oh, that's right. I don't have hands. Where are the hands? I forgot where I put the hands there. I had everything organized before I went through and unorganized it all. Those shoulders don't look like they're too big and bulbous, do they? I get that they're a lot more round than they were, but I think it makes sense for the cyborg to have more spherical, more industrial shapes. Well, I appreciate the support, guys, but I wasn't like doing it to garner pity or whatever. I find it genuinely interesting that on a channel originally based around making figures, now it's more based around the reviews, but still, that making figures is not of more interest. That's all. I just think it's interesting. I think that these shoulders are fine, being rounded out like that. Throw some deets on there and call it a day. Button her up. Maybe even just slice off a little bit. That might look cool. Let's try that real quick. We can test it out very easily. Alright, so we're going to insert oh my gosh, insert a cube. Take the cube, go like this, and like this, like this. We're going to mirror and weld. Do this, turn on live boolean. Do this. Oh shit. Maybe even just like do that to it and put something on there. Maybe not quite so severe. Just kind of top it off to give it a little bit of detail. Maybe even... Hey, Mr. Momobot, how's it going? I'm kind of thinking... I don't really want just like a round cutoff there. Unless I put an oven in that round spot. What if... Ooh, here's an idea. What if we had multiple... What the hell? Alright, so we have this here. Oh, I know why that did that. So what if we had like a flat there and then a flat on the front? Also. And then nubbins come. Oh my gosh, I solved the problem. We put a flat on two faces, nubbins coming out of those flats. That should look cool. If it doesn't, then I'll just try something different. Okay. We can't make the nubbins too high up though, because that'll kill the articulation. That should be, that's... I think we should lower them a little bit. I didn't lower it. Well, we can give it a shot like this. Alright, how can I mirror this the way I want to mirror it? I don't want to do that. I'll duplicate it. And then I will... rotate it 180. Should work. If my math is right, and it almost always is. Shit. We only wanted 90. Dang it! I had to go run in my mouth. That doesn't seem right. 90's not gonna work. Is it? Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. That's what I get for running my mouth. Never run your mouth until you've already won the game. Nope, it's not working. What the hell? I have it here. Why isn't 90 working? 90 should be working. 180 should be working. What the heck? Okay. So, it was like that. Rotating it 90. Maybe I just rotated it the wrong way. If I go 90... Oh, that's not gonna work. Oh, it's because I'm not at 90 degrees. No wonder that's not working. What degree was it? Uh-oh. That would have been helpful to know. No, mirroring isn't going to work because I'm not... I don't think that'll work. Oh, maybe if I just mirror it on its own without... Yeah, no welding, that might work. Let's try that. But that should have been 180. That's why I don't understand. If I'm mirroring it, that's 180. Let's see. Yeah, see, why didn't it work when I did 180? That's why I said 180 in the first place. You know what? In order to make this work properly, here's what we're going to do. We're going to delete that. We're going to take the shoulder. That's not the right piece. Dumbass. Take the shoulder and take it to the home. We're going to get everything centered up on the world center so that I can make sure I have everything balanced and even. Go home. Alright, so that's dead nuts center. We take this guy. Turn my Boolean off. Go dead nuts center with him. Now we put this guy in place. Then we mirror on the Z-axis. And we'll be good. I still don't understand why the 180 didn't work. Because if you're doing a mirror, that's 180. I don't get that. It should have worked. Alright, so let's pull it out a little bit like that. I'm thinking maybe we rotate it a bit more and bring it farther back. Yeah, now if we mirror, turn this off, mirror and weld on the Z-axis. Why? Why is that not working? So it should be... Yeah, that's what I want you to do. So do it. Oh, I think I have to do this first and then do it. Ah, still doesn't explain why it didn't work before. Alright, so if we have that there, and then we put our nubbin in, that might work. I need to do something here, though. Can I just... No, that's not gonna work. If I delete that, it's gonna make a flat, isn't it? Yeah, that's not good. Oh, that's why it's doing that. Okay, so if we dynamo... No. And then I think I can just pull that part out. And it should do it. We'll turn on Z. And we'll use move. And we'll set it to a material that's not blinding to look at. There's a little bit of a nip right there. We want to get the nipple out of that. That's pretty close to gone. It's still there, but just barely. Alright, so if we do... That might work. If we do that and then add some nubbins on there. Let's try it. Ugh. Oops. If this doesn't look good, I'm gonna be displeased. Let's make a Boolean. Boolean. Okay, we're gonna turn these guys off. We don't need it. We're going to... Oh, let's do it up here. Alright. Well, let's put our nubbins. Let's hear it for the nubbins. Getting these centered up is gonna suck. I don't know. I don't know if I like it. Let's put it on and see, but I don't think I like it. I might not. Won't know until you try. Whoops. I don't know what I did. Uh-oh. What happened? Oh, shit. Okay. We're good. I don't know what I did, but I got rid of it, so we're okay. Alright, so we can mix that with that. So let's do this first. Alright, now let's turn on all the other body parts. I guess it doesn't really matter what parts we use, huh? But let's... Where are the hands? There they are. Might as well turn the legs on while we're here. I forgot stuff. Dang it. Why are they so far in? They shouldn't be in. That doesn't make sense. I didn't move them in, did I? I don't think I did. Maybe I did. Let's go to here. How is that they don't fit all of a sudden? Because they were... what's going on? Okay, so I understand why they don't fit on these, because these aren't, these were never lined up, so I'll switch the biceps out. But they should line up on the chest, they did before. How did that change? It's like they're too... I don't understand how they got moved. Not that it really matters, other than I don't like things happening that I don't understand, because then... Oh great, here comes Zeus. It's time to eat the carpet. Oh, I just put him up too high. It's okay, everybody, I'm just a moron. Oh man. Oh man. Zeus, you're gonna get turned into a hat in a minute if you don't stop. Oh man. Alright, I just had him up too high. Now they're lined up pretty well. Actually, they're probably a bit low now, but there we go. I don't know. Maybe they look okay. Maybe we figure it out tomorrow. I don't know, I kind of like the nubbins. Don't. What do you guys think? Thoughts? Thoughts and prayers? I definitely need them. I think I like them. It ties everything together. Every other piece that has nubbins, and I plan to add more of that kind of stuff. I think I like it better than the old look. Hey, no! No! Yeah, you better run. I'm gonna be... I'll be saying no more if you keep it up. Okay, let's see. Let's do a comparison. Let's turn the floor off because we know which way is up. Alright, let's do a quick comparison. Let's put that there. Put that there. And let's swap out our shoulders for those. I mean, I think either one's fine, but I think I like the nubbins. I definitely like the cleaner lines on the shoulder lines, but I think I like them better that way. And I like the cutout, the way it's swoopy on this one, rather than going this way here. It cuts in this way. I like that more. I think I like it, guys. And incorporating the nubbins throughout the figure will also tie in more parts. So that's a good idea, I think. You can't buy it yet, but soon. Soon. Yep, I think we're gonna keep the nubbins, guys. Good work. I really have to pee. I gotta go. Let's get this buttoned up here. Oh, Zeus, stop eating the floor. Alright. Let me save it. I'm gonna save it and then I'm gonna go. We'll save this as 998 again, because we didn't really do much. I may end up popping those shoulders out just a little bit to give us better clearance for bringing the arms down to the side, but I don't know for sure. Alright. Okay, guys, that's it.